Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault, and today we're going to talk about the multi-tool. So, this is the multi-tool. This is my multi-tool, at least. This is a Class S right now. I believe I found this at a space station a couple episodes back, or a week or so ago. But in any case, as you can see, out of the 60 potential slots, we don't have too many of them. Now, how do we make that multi-tool expand? Well, there's a few different ways to do it, and that's what we're going to go over today. And this is going to be totally legit ways. I mean, you could always get one multi-tool expansion slot and dupe the hell out of it and just max that thing out in a heartbeat. Or you can go into the mode where everything is free and buy them up at a space station, if you so desire. That's up to you, but if you want to keep things legit, straight up, on the nose, this is how to do it. Alright, so on any basic space station, you have a little fella here that sells technology for the multi-tool. Next to him, you always have a multi-tool available for purchase. And over to the right of him, you have the multi-tool upgrade station. This is what we're going to look at first. Now, a couple different ways you can improve the multi-tool. First off is class, which we have a Class S right now. But if you have a lower class and you like the look of it, you can upgrade it here using nanites. And it gets expensive. To get up to a 60 or to get up to an S from an A is 50,000 nanites. That's incredible. Just purchasing a slot is 750,000 units right now. And I believe that number does go up somewhat depending on how many you have. And of course, you can use a multi-tool expansion slot, which is probably the best way to do it. Where do you find those? So there's a few different places you can locate them, and one of them is right here on the space station. And if you're lucky, you'll have a mission available that the prize will be a multi-tool expansion slot. So let's go check it out. If you're not lucky, you can just jump between space stations until you find one that has that available. Let's see what we got here. So as you see, we have an exosuit expansion one here, but no multi-tool. But that could just as easily be a multi-tool slot. So always check with these guys, and no matter what the mission is, if you're looking to expand that multi-tool, this is where you can find a mission. These guys, the guys next to them, they give out a wide variety of goodies. So it's always good to talk to them when you get to a new system. I don't know if they'll give you a slot or not. If they do, though, great. I believe I've gotten some expansion stuff from those guys, but I honestly, I can't tell you for sure. But, check them out anyway, because you'll always get something good from there if you're a high enough level with them. And we can go over to the cartographer here, and we can exchange specific charts using our nav data. And what you're going to want to do is select these charts at the top, these top ones, the secret cartographic data. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get about, let's say 20 of these. And then we're going to go find ourselves a nice little planet that we can hang out on so that we can start using these. And I'll show you what these do. These definitely can lead you to expansion slots. Alright, so we jumped over a system, went to a 3-star system. And we're being scanned. They want to attack us. Great. Because of our indium. Let's see if we can land before they get here. Nope. Alright, we're going to have to engage these guys. But in the meantime, I found a nice paradise planet. You're going to want to find a planet that you can run around on and not suffer too much. You don't want anything with an extreme weather or, super hot, super toxic, anything like that, because it's just going to make doing this miserable. Unless you're geared up for it. Now, if you're geared up for it and you're a higher level character, I say higher level, but if you've got plenty of resistance to heat or toxicity and all that stuff, then yeah, why not? But otherwise, I'd recommend a Paradise Planet, and we found one. So we're going to go ahead and pop the first map that we got here. Those are distress calls. We don't want that one. Should be in our exosuit, I believe. And am I blind? Apparently so. Alright, so we got a planetary chart. So we're going to pop it off. And we found a supply depot, which is not what we're looking for. So we're going to pop another one. Let's go ahead and move these up top here so it's easy to see them. What we're looking for is a manufacturing facility. Remember, you can keep popping these until you find the one you want. Don't investigate the other ones. Just let them sit there. There we go. Manufacturing facility detected. So there's the resource depot. And here's the manufacturing facility. All right. Well, let's head on over there and see what's going on. Well, it won't take too long. But this is a pretty solid way to do it. We'll go in for a landing here. I'll show you what happens when we get inside of one of these. These are very, very useful places. And I like it. It's got a place to land, so you don't have to worry about burning up all your fuel, you know, your launch fuel, if you don't have a way to regenerate it. If you do have a way to regenerate it, well, you still don't even have to worry about it because it's just going to be all day long, not running out of fuel. Alright, so as you can see, we have to shoot our way in, which will get you some aggravated sentinels around you. But that's alright. Just once you go inside, they'll start searching and they will eventually go away. Now, before you do anything else, I recommend, if you have it, to lay down a save spot, but I don't think we have one. So yeah, we got a basic save point we want to lay down. So we're going to go ahead and make one of those real quick. Are you kidding? We don't have any ferrite dust. Or dihydrogen jelly. Awesome. I think we have it on the starship though, right? Yeah, ferrite dust. Alright, let's go over to it real quick. Get a little closer. We should have done this ahead of time. But get a save point ready and I'll show you why. So we'll go in here. 2 metal platings it was, and I think it was 1 dihydrogen jelly. And we'll cotton here. And yep. Put our save point down and pick it up real quick. Alright. So we got the save point built. I'm gonna go inside. And we're gonna drop the save point down and then use it real quick. Because you have a little puzzle to solve with these things. And if you do it wrong, well, you're screwed. You won't get anything. So we can shoot the cameras, override the chip, or cut input wires. 2 of those require a microprocessor, so that's kind of a pain because, you know, you never know what these things are going to need. But let's take a look and see if we have the ability to even make a microprocessor. We need a carbon nanotube. No problem. Of course, our stuff's on the ship. Let's get a little closer. And we'll make the carbon nanotube. And then we'll make the microprocessor. Alright. Just in case we need it. Now we're going to save off again. And now we're going to see what this thing wants one more time. So we're going to try an override chip first. See if that works. So see, that worked. We got lucky on the first one. If we got it wrong, we would have reloaded that last manual save and then just picked another option, until we got the right one. These things are procedurally generated, so it's going to be the same thing no matter what. So what we're going to do is create a multi-tool expansion slot. You have the option to learn a new recipe and get nanites, so if you do these later in the game, you'll have the ability to get other stuff instead. Don't forget to pick up your little save point, because that is hugely important. Back on board, and now you can see we've got a multi-tool expansion slot. We got two. I guess we already had one. I didn't even notice it earlier, but we got two of them right now. So that's pretty cool. So there's one way to do it. All right, so we flew to the system here, or to the space station in the system we just went to. And as you can see, we've got the ability to get a multi-tool expansion slot a couple different ways. We have two choices here, so we can run these two different missions, take a photo on a scorched world, and then the redirected treasures one, which wants us to deliver an item. So let's go ahead, activate both of those. And there's two more slots. So I'm going to go run those missions, and then we'll check back with you. All right, so we finished running those missions, and as you can see, we're going to gain two more slots. We'll hand in one, and then we'll hand in another. No more popped up, but there's one here for a salvage frigate module. So there's a lot of good things you can get here, but we're focusing today on the multi-tool expansions. Now we are up to 4 of them. Yep. Let's go look at some other ways we can get these, because we're not done yet. All right, and as you can see also on the anomaly, some of these Nexus missions will grant you a multi-tool expansion slot like this one right here. Now I'm not going to get any Quicksilver for this, but that's okay. We're not looking for Quicksilver at the moment. We're looking for a multi-tool expansion slot. So we'll go ahead and grab one more, and yeah, we're just banging them out left and right. So it does take some time to locate these missions and all that, so it's kind of like something you may want to do, a couple a day, whatever. Probably your quickest bet out of all these would be the manufacturing plants, as they are fairly easy to find. You can just hop around on a single planet and hit up a bunch of them, especially if you have a lot of nav data. If you don't, at the end of this video, I'll show you how to get a butt ton of navigational data real quick. I did a video on that before, but we'll just throw it in there. It's simple, easy, totally legitimate. So like I said, if you're looking for a legitimate way to gain these things, this is how to do it. So let me take care of this and we'll be back. Alright, well, we went ahead and finished that mission. Let's go ahead and collect our multi-tool expansion slot. Bingo. Cha-ching. Alright, how many do we have altogether now? I think we're up to 6, right? We had 1 to start with. We're up to 5. Alright, so we got 5 of them. I think we had 1 to start with. Then we got the 2 from the missions, 1 from here, and 1 from doing the manufacturing facility. So next thing we're going to do is take a look at how to get a ton of those nav data, just in case you want to do the manufacturing facilities, which is a great way to go. And if you had a great way to make money, and we've talked about making money post waypoint update, then just make a ton of money and buy them. They get expensive, as time goes on, but in the long and short of it, it may take you less time, especially if you've got something efficient like a way to make a ton of chlorine. If you have access to a lot of oxygen, where you can just take a little salt or a little chlorine and keep making more and more and more and more of it, then you almost may as well do it that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's up to you as a player, see whatever works best for you. Units, multi-tool slots, If you don't mind duping, then all you gotta do is one of these things one time to get one, and you can dupe the hell out of them and upgrade all of your multi-tools. But again, I know a lot of people don't like that. They want to do a legit playthrough, so do your legit playthrough. This character's a legit guy. That's why we're not doing that. So, oh, look at that. That's not cool. So here we are. We're back at our mold base. So if you want unlimited nav data, all you need to do is put down these containers. Every time, you go into them, you will get nav data out of them if you have them positioned in the right spot, and you can collect 2 out of each one. So I've got 4 here at this base, so that's 8 nav data, and that's potentially 8 more slots. Now, what do I mean by placement? Well, let's take a look here. So the barrel fabricators, they cost 1 antimatter and 10 ionized cobalt. Let's go ahead and make an antimatter real quick, and of course we can't. We're dumping that. We don't need it. I really got to get organized here. So, antimatter. All right, so when you place one of these down, the first thing you want to do is check what you get out of it when you search it. See, in this case, we've got condensed carbon. And, if you want condensed carbon, great. Look at that. See, we can still do it 2 times, just like we can with the other thing. But if you don't like what it's giving you, go ahead, pick it up. Move it a little bit. Search it again. This time it's an antimatter housing.
Inventory full.
And our inventory's full. Yeah. What else can we get rid of? Can we... Yeah, that can go to the suit. Okay. Let's pick this up again. And I will definitely be... oops. Organizing before the next one. Now, you don't have to move it far. Just a little bit will make a difference, as you saw there. This time we got the nav data. And we got 2 of them there. So that's awesome. That's a great way to do it. Now, don't forget also to go to Pirate Systems. It seems like the Pirate Systems, the missions you get from the mission guy in there, tend to have more interesting prizes to them. And in addition to that, you can get a lot of contraband from those. And the contraband you can take to a regular system and sell off for a lot of money. But I do see expansion slots for sale in there, or for a prize in there a lot for the missions. In addition to the ones for salvage frigate modules, the ones for your exosuit, the ones for your starship. All of those seem to be available in there. And it seems like on a more regular basis, you have less of the other prizes, so to speak. So that's another good place to locate. I'm not sure, I haven't checked for a while since 4.0, but maybe derelict freighters will do it for you as well. I know searching the big blue boxes in there tend to give you some cool stuff. You can get the outcores and hypnotic eyes. You can get salvaged frigate units and all that fun stuff in those places. So, there's that. So there's quite a few ways to get all these modules, and just pick out which one you think best. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you usually hunt these things. Are you just a guy that's going to go in and spend the units and just bite the bullet, make more units? If you are, cool. Any of these methods seem viable to you or helpful to you, let me know. Please leave a like on the video, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications, and don't forget to share us on social media. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. Thank you for stopping by. I will see you next time. Until then, peace.